Welcome back to more from the Sacred Stones. So last time we finished the Tower of Volney and all those topics that I had prepared for that place, but now I'm on with a whole lot more for the Lagdou ruins. So yeah, like I keep saying, I haven't been in this place yet, I haven't seen some of the floors yet, so yeah. It's gonna be kind of a blind playthrough, so like I've seen some floors, but definitely not that many, so anyway, for preparations, I actually did a decent amount. Like, everyone... Like, I bought a bunch of silver weapons, and I'm gonna be using some of them too in this place, so that should be fun. And I could have also bought brave weapons too, but yeah, I decided against doing that. I don't think I want to be that overpowered yet. You know, I could also give you a brave axe. I think I'm gonna do that actually. Because yeah, I might actually use more of my units in this place. Let's see. Oh yeah, and also another fun thing I did, I bought a bunch of purges and vaultings. So I can actually make use of those. Because they weren't that expensive with the silver card. 1250 for a vaulting and then 1500 for a purge, so yeah. So yeah, with 5 purges then, well technically it's 6 now, I have 30 purges, which might actually be pretty good. If I need to like kill an annoying enemy and stuff. But anyway, let's actually get started. And yeah, like I said, I'm armed with a lot more topics, which all been provided, and yeah, all these topics have been provided by all 3 of my best friends, so yeah, that's great to see. And yeah, I really appreciate all the contributions they made to helping me out and stuff. So, without further ado, let's go. So, Lagdou Ruins 1. This is a 10th floor dungeon, so yeah, we're gonna be here for a little bit. So yeah, I believe I played map 1, and here it is. As you can see, it's full of promoted monsters, and they're also all high leveled, so yeah, it's gonna be difficult. And also, this is the map I've seen the RNG abuse be used, where you can get, and yeah, basically what they did was they got a Swiss, which yeah, game more boots is always quite nice. But yeah, this is not going to be an easy place, is it? That guy's a Brapo. At least they're giving us some pretty nice weapons. But anyway. Who are we gonna bring? So yeah, I only allowed 8 people once again, so... And yeah, we don't need Corm on this map, so yeah, I'm not gonna bring him. Instead, we're gonna bring Cormac and... Erica, actually. So yeah, I'm not gonna be messing around with these enemies, so yeah. And yeah, I have the purges too, so yeah, technically, if I want to if I want to get items from enemies, I can snipe the ones that have them. Like the Shamshir dude, I can get a Tomahawk from this guy as well, so I'll think about it. And yeah, that Brapo could be very nice too, so I'll think about that. Like I keep saying. So yeah, I think what's gonna happen is Garrick and Tempest are gonna always come. Garrick is just so strong. I gave him a battle axe the fun of it. Lara Shell has good healing, so does these two, and also they have my siege timbers as well. So yeah, this might be the pie we go with, so yeah. Let's get started. And we got this music again. Alright, so... Topic this time. Post-games in FE is gonna be our main topic. So... But before I do that, let's think about how I'm gonna approach this. Of course, one thing that'll help is if I know how the enemies move, so yeah. I guess I should use units in the back first, so yeah, I'm gonna do that. And yeah, let's go with Thunder. I probably should have bought more of these, but that's okay. There we go. Alright, so... And yeah, we're gonna get... I'm guessing that a lot of units might get level cut too, but anyway, 100 gold. And We are in range of this guy. Zombato, well then. We'll probably need... I'm gonna probably dance with Cormac, I think. Because yeah, you know the archers here? I could equip a javelin, but the problem is it's probably gonna break if I do that, so I kinda don't want that, so... I think I'm just gonna go with a kill lance. So let's do that. And he also has Vidofnin too for the scary monsters. Because yeah, for the regular ones, steel weapons and also steel, killer and silver weapons should suffice. In fact, you want one-shots with the silver lance. But yeah, basically ditch most of my iron weapons. Because yeah, I could probably still one-run them with those, but yeah, I decided I wanted to A, be a little bit more interesting, and B, I don't know what to expect, so yeah. Decided to just bring a lot to this place. Anyway, say after turn 1 I'll start the topic. I know how it's not the longest topic in the world, so yeah, I might... Although I do want it for these maps, so yeah. So let's see, Cormac, yeah, he's gonna do well. And yeah, those archers are gonna be annoying, but that's okay. And there we go. My ear was a little bit blocked, so yeah. I think my commentary at the start might have sounded a little bit weird. My left ear was a little bit blocked, and that basically meant that things sounded a little strange to me, so yeah. Anyway, we killed a killing edge, very nice. And we got some bows, but that's okay. I have a lot of units to deal with these. I can have loot heal, and then that'll give us some stuff EXP. So let's do that. She only has 5 minutes left, but I bought like a few more, so... And yeah, probably should get rid of one of these tomes for barrier, but oh well. Anyway, so let's actually go into the topics now. So, and also yeah, because there's a lot of those dudes, I probably want to use 1-2 range, but anyway. So onto the topic for today's episode, which is post games in FE, because yeah, well, we're playing a post game in FE. So this one was suggested by should I say that? Yeah, it's the again, like I said, all these topics have been, I'm gonna keep it anonymous. But yeah, if you've been around me, you probably know who it may be, but anyway. Well, let's kill you. So anyway. Anyway, let's actually get onto it. So post games and FE, they weren't in the cargo games, I'm pretty sure, except for Tyrix Saga. But yeah, let's go through it then, just to make sure. FE1, no. And now I'm gonna do this. Alright, so FE1, no. FE2, no. FE3, no. I mean, technically it has 2 books, but yeah, that doesn't count. FE4, no. FE5, no. Alright, so yeah, definitely FE6. And then, but yeah, Tyrix Saga, technically, yeah, it kind of does because you have its multiplayer, which is, I mean, it's not technically post-game stuff, but yeah, you can do a lot of things with it, so yeah, I'd say it can count in its own right. And yeah, I won't move Cormac just yet. Alright, so yeah, back to it. So... And yeah, that also means, yeah, I'm gonna be counting some multiplayer modes as well. Some. But anyway, FE6, it kind of also doesn't really have a post-game, but we're gonna talk about it anyway, and that is... the, trial mode. And what that is basically, it's a series of maps where you use your epilogue file and the units from it, and those units, they take the weapons that they used from the epilogue file, and then they start using those. So yeah, and also trial mode allows you to use units that aren't normally playable, so that's pretty cool. So like for example, I show off in my playthrough you could use unlock Narshan first, and I have to leave out that you unlock Gale, so or Gol as he's actually known as now. But anyway, so back to what we were talking about. So trial mode is just a fun little way to use the units that you won't be able to use anymore in the file because, well, you beat the game. So that's really all it's good for, and it also allows you to use characters. It also allows you to use characters from that aren't normally playable, like the ones I just mentioned. So, anyway, let's see. Okay, so FE6 also had the Link Arena, so there you could use a team of your own units and then battle basically a friends, but most of the time I just use it for showcasing battles between multiple files. And yeah, I have already shown it off in FE6 and 7, I'm pretty sure, but I can do it again. So, but yeah, I'm thinking for that, how I'm actually going to do that is I'm going to save it for the final episode where I give my final thoughts on the game and the LP itself. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, the pace I'm going at this map, yeah, I'm probably... Oh yeah, that's the boss too. I just noticed, but anyway. But the pace I'm going at this map, I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep this topic going for the next map, but oh well. Because I had this all planned out, and yeah, but anyway. So yeah, FE7 also had the Link Arena. It didn't really have anything else. All you really had, because yeah, all you really had are different game modes, and those that count as post-game stuff. So yeah. But yeah, I guess I can mention a little bit too. You can replay farm games for better ranks. But yeah, not gonna count that as, because there's some farm games rank you like in Advanced Wars. So, although it is a lot different to how Advanced Wars ranks you, but that's okay. And now I can kill him. And yeah, I might be able to kill that Shemisha dude as well, but anyway. Yeah, that will do. So... Okay, so anyway, FE8, the game I'm playing, so... This is probably the first farm game to actually have a post-game. So... And yeah, all that really is doing these two dungeons and unlocking characters from it. But yeah, we got the Tomahawk, which is nice. And we're not in range of that guy, so that's good. So anyway, back to this. But yeah, I had the tower, I feel like it's a bit too easy for post-game. But I feel like the ruins, they're going to be tough enough, I think, for the post-game. So, but then again, the thing about the tower is, and yeah, the person that suggested this topic too, they also wanted to give me my thoughts on the tower. So I guess I can do that here as well. So anyway, the thing about the tower for me is I just basically use it for grinding. So its contribution to a post game isn't really like that important to me. So yeah, there's that. Yes, yeah, like I said, I mostly use it for just the grinding, because the grinding's the important part. So And the post-game stuff, it's cool, and also you can get some nice items there. It's a way to try and counter the fact that money isn't infinite, because yeah, you can get a decent amount of money from clearing it, and also you can sell any unwanted weapons too. There's a unbreakable wall there as well, didn't notice it, but anyway. Very nice crit. So it's cool and all, but yeah, I feel like Tearing Saga, it had a tower too, but the difference is that it's much later in the game. It's only on one specific route of the game, which is not every character has access to it. Okay. I can see magic being really useful in this place already, but anyway. Oh, you can walk through that, okay. So, I guess I'll do this then. And yeah, you can just plug this with the hand axe. Alright, so that's what I was talking about. So yeah, I like the Tearing Saga Tower, even though that's not a post-game thing, I guess it's might be worth talking about. I like that place because yeah, it's very similar, because except for the use of for grinding, because the swamp near the beginning of Tearing Saga, that's what I used to train up. Basically, the units I would train up in the tower. Basically, the units who are very weak and need a lot of help to get started. So like in Tearing Saga's case, that'd be like Krishna, for example. Because yeah, Krishna's a very weak unit in Tearing Saga, so I basically trained them in that swamp area, and then they became actually a pretty fun unit to use, but anyway. That's a tangent that we're not going to cover yet, but anyway. So that's that tower. So basically the thing about it was that if you went through it, the more you go through it, the tougher the enemies get, so... And yeah, that doesn't happen in this game, so that's pretty interesting. You use that place to revive people as well, because at the top, yeah, you can do that. So that's not the purpose of that. And yeah, I thought that the enemies getting stronger too was pretty cool, because yeah, then you can just use the place as either easy experience or easy treasure. And also could be a way to give experience to your higher level units too, so that's pretty cool. But anyway, and yeah, the Lagdou ruins, I can't get my thoughts on it yet because I haven't been it yet, so yeah. So let's go on to the next game, which will be FE9. So FE9 has trauma too, and it basically works the same way. Thunder broke, that's not great, but a film match. Anyway, so basically it's the same way as it does in FE6. You use your epilogue file, the epilogue file, and you use your characters that have been using that epilogue file. Let's see. And yeah, one of these guys is the Braper. And yeah, it's that guy. So yeah, I won't need to purge him down. Which is cool, I guess. But anyway. And yeah, it also has bonus characters, just like FE6's Trial Mode. So that's also cool. But another thing about, I think also these trauma mats, they also rank you too, so you need to be wary of that as well. Let's see. Someone's does well. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, nothing much else to say about Path of Radiance, because yeah, it's just Trauma V6 only with Path of Radiance. Well, actually no, there is one other thing. Basically, to get more maps, you need to actually connect the need to use the Game Boy Advance link adapter to the GameCube. I forget what it's actually called. But you have to collect your Game Boy Advance to the GameCube, and then you unlock more maps by linking up with the FE games that came on the GBA. Well, it's in the Japanese version. You use the 3 games that I've played. Shameless plug. So that'll be FE6, FE7, FE8, and then you unlock 3 trial maps. Because FE6 never got localized into English, normally, then you just have any GB firearm game, and then you can get the last map. So then you still unlock 3, but yeah, you only need 2 games this time. So that's pretty interesting. So anyway, next, well, the FE10 trial mode is most likely scrap content because, but that's only a theory, because basically there's a music track in the game. I believe it's for Gaiden, one of Gaiden's first maps. And yeah, people speculate that that's supposed to be a trial map theme. And yeah, trial mode in Radiant Dawn does sound quite fun, but yeah. Man, nothing else to say about that. Nothing else to say about that because, yeah, well, it was cut. So anyway, FE11 and FE12. So FE11 had its multiplayer mode, which is kind of interesting. You're on a Fog of War map, and you battle your opponent. And yeah, from what I heard, it's interesting, but yeah, it didn't really get too involved. Draco Shield, very nice. But anyway, it didn't get too involved because I don't think many people played Shadow Dragon on consoles, so yeah, it wasn't really talked about. I believe FE12 also had that, but FE12 also has, it brought back some of the nah, that's the wrong one. Basically, the BS farmland maps, they're in the game, but yeah, I wouldn't count that as I probably wouldn't count that as post-game content, but yeah, it's a thing that you can do, and you can do it at any time. But also, FE12 is also the first farm game to have DLC. And yeah, farm games love having DLC, so quite important milestone for the series there, thanks to FE12. But anyway, so and yeah, that gives you more maps, and they also are interesting scenarios, but yeah, not really post-game content again. So anyway, okay, so yeah, like I said, again, it's not really post-game content, but I thought it was worth pointing out. For FE12. So, Awakening. So, Awakening kind of does, when you think about it. And that's because after the game was released, they added in some post-game maps with Spot Pass. And what those maps entailed was unlocking former villains and other non-playable characters. And yeah, I actually did that in my playthrough. If you're in, well, that should be quite obvious, because yeah, I actually kind of like those maps. They're kind of interesting, and the things you do in it are also kind of interesting too. The first one, you recruit Gangrel, and you talk to him 3 times a crom, and then he joins you. And the map is FE12's first map, Chapter 1, I should be saying. Yes, of course, every first map will be in the prologue, by the way. The second map is a bunch of Risen. But you have to fight Warheart, and if you defeat him with Chrom, it's either defeat him with Chrom or battle him with Chrom, then Warheart joins you after the map, so that's pretty cool. Then the next one I believe is the one with Emran, and yeah, that one's kind of interesting because it confirms that Emran did not die in Chapter 9. So, but while that might make you think that that would take away from what happened, the thing is though, she's lost all her memories, which does deeply depress Chrom and Lissa, of course, because that's a family, of course. Actually, this works out. So anyway, I still feel the impact of what Emran did, despite the fact that now it shows that she's alive. So yeah, that's interesting. And the map itself, it's actually just a guided map. It's the one with the leather shield merc, if you're interested. Anyway, we got a trick shield, speaking of which. So I guess Laura Shaw might be getting this boss kill. Okie dokie. So, and yeah, now I can do this. And this is pretty good actually. So here's the boss. He is a white with a steel blade and a chaplain. At least for me, at least. It could be something else. And yeah, lots of experience with Laura Shaw. She is probably going to level cap. Very, very soon. I can also give her that Draco shield to make her even more bulky if I want. Anyway, I can also use Cormac against the Iron Blade. Actually, no, I'll just do this. So anyway, back to Awakenings post-game. So now the Emran map, I believe, is the Yenfei one. That one's interesting. You get to see the Yenfei from the post-apocalyptic future, because in that version of events, Sayuri dies, but then Yenfei stays alive, which is interesting. Let's see. Actually, I can kill you with Erica. Why not? Maybe. And yeah, guys, see Yenfei again. That was interesting. And yeah, Sayuri's the one who recruits them. Yeah, nothing much else to say. And then after that is the Aversa map, and I really like the Aversa map. You basically fight yourself, which is as scary as you would suggest. Because yeah, fighting yourself, especially with how strong you get in Awakening 2, it's very scary, but luckily you have pair up on your side, so that helps out a lot. But anyway, this is the end of this map, so yeah, I'll continue the tangent after I see the next map, because yeah, I think I played it, but I don't remember it very well, so anyway. Floor 2. We're actually going underground, so I guess this is basement floor 2. Anyway, let's look at the map. Okay, it's still kind of outdoors. There's a lot of Tarvos, and a lot of Cyclopses too. And the boss is a Cyclops, with a battle axe and a hand axe, alright. And there's an Entombed here as well, with a Vulnerate, okay. Let's see what the enemies have for items. There's a Swordslayer among them. I got a Cyclone on that person. Then, since money is probably a lot better, I can probably like make use of that. A killer on this person. Interesting. That should be it. Yeah, the Vulnerate. Ooh, a Swordslayer on that person. Although, yeah, the thing with the Swordslayer is that since they're fighting monsters mostly, Now then, they're not as useful, so they're just stronger sword reavers in that case, so, and also much harder to get, so anyway. So yeah, no trust on this map either, so I'm just going to use the same units. And yeah, hopefully less 1-2 range assault, because yeah. And yeah, I'm gonna be changing my inventories a little bit. So I can store this. Get out this. I'm gonna need to make more space, so yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Because yeah, I'm gonna be getting a lot of items, potentially, so... And yeah, I probably should sell that some use thunder, so I'm gonna probably do that. And yeah, what's Ford going to get the convoy for us? I guess the Shamshir, the Killing Edge, the Worm Slayer. Maybe the Rapier too. Maybe this Kill Lance as well, why not? And then you can sell this Vulnerary. And try to get out more items. Mainly my valuable items, that's why I'm having them pick up. And I'll sell the Kill Axe. Yeah, Kill Axe. And you can't sell the Hatchet. Oh yeah, that Brave Bow we got. I probably should be using that a lot if I'm using Nami then, so I'll keep that in mind. This should be a lot better. Should I take out the Shines? Why not? And also get out these Divines. Anyway, we have that Dragon Shield, so... Yeah, let's go to La Rochelle because... lol. Lol, why not, basically. 21 defense. And... we're gonna sell those two. These two tomes. And yeah, that should be good. But yeah, he's almost out of Shine, but then he can use Aura, so that's okay. But yeah, you're gonna need a Shine, so yeah, let's get that. And there you go. They can also use Divine too, so yeah, that's also good to know. But anyway, let's get going on this map now. So, I'm gonna use the same units. Because they worked last time. Alright, so that's a tangent, so yeah. Other versus map then is Prion's map, which I don't know how to feel about, because basically it's 50 enemies, and you need to basically... The best strategy to deal with all of them is enemy face them. And they are quite strong too, so yeah. Let's see, yeah, let's just go in a little bit here. With our units. And Shine. Alright, so... But yeah, like I said, I don't know how to feel about that because, yeah, it's, I wouldn't say it's, like, brain dead or anything, but it can... I don't know, it just doesn't seem that interesting to play, especially because, yeah, enemy phase is the best strategy in Awakening, so you're probably gonna have, some units who are really good at it, like a Nosferatu tank, which, yeah, that... I think the problem with that map for me is, it's either too difficult because you don't have enough enemy phase units, or it's too easy because you have enough enemy phase units, and then you just destroy the map. That's just the thing about Awakening 2. It's hard to get that balance of difficulty. I kind of found a good balance in my playthrough, which definitely helped my enjoyment of the game. But hey, this is what bishops are really good. With their shine. Or light terms in general, I should be saying. Also, good thing about... I mean, actually, this is not... I can't really make use of this because of inventory issues. But, if you have Ethan around, you have access to convoys, so... Or Erica, depending on the route. So, then you can get out more items, which is good. Anyway, Cormac keeps taking damage. And the Pierce almost helps us kill that, but anyway. So that's Awakening. It also has DLC too. Future Past definitely feels like a post-game quest because I think to get the most out of it, you need to have all the children recruited. And also probably trained up as well. Because yeah, one gimmick about that place, or that DLC, is one gimmick about the DLC is that you can talk to the children in the maps with your own child unit and then the parents. So like, for example, on the first map, there's Noir. Actually no, I'll use a different example. So on the first map there's Nah. And in my playthrough, Na's father was the Avatar, which is the Avatar, which is called Subaru, and then Noe, of course. That'll always be Noe. Watch you not getting this kill, but that's okay. Anyway, so, and yeah, that's also R12 level cut. And there's his stats. Probably should have given him the Draco Shield, but that's okay. I get 9x. And Cormac's dying. So, not the best, but it's okay. So we have a Zombato as well. And yeah, these enemies, they're gonna come towards us later, so... Anyway, since you're in the back first, I'll use... I can't really use you. I'll just put you on the pillar. And you have aura quits, which is good. I have a dance turn here, remember that? And also legendary weapons, they're always useful. So anyway. So yeah, the future past maps, I did like them too. I would kind of cut them as post-game content because yeah, like I said, to get the most out of it, you need the child units. And even though the child units aren't all post-game, it definitely helps that they're like trained up and stuff, so... That was a bold move on my part, anyway. 20 strength Erica, very nice. Yeah, her stats are gonna be really nice. And yeah, 29 speed too. Alright, so yeah, like I said, I like the future past maps. They're definitely a lot more tense than the main game, because yeah, they do give you some pretty difficult situations, like the first map for example. I can see that, I think I remember that map not being very fun because of the reinforcements. On hard mode. At least on normal mode, where there's no ambush spawns, things get a lot more comfortable. Still a very scary map. And then yeah, the second map too, flies chasing down the child units that are trying to run away. At least for my playthrough, both Owain and Lasso, and Nico were really strong, so no need to worry about them. Anyway, we do that. And then we're gonna dance for loot so she can heal. And yeah, maybe I should be using these boltings a bit more. Sea shims in general. Because yeah, again, I feel like I might be a bit too sparing with them. Oh well. Anyway, use the mend. Then after awakening his Fates. Fates didn't get anything like that spot pass. So you're basically left with DLC. And the DLC can be done at any time because you don't need certain units. You don't need your own units for a lot of them. Actually no, that's a lie. Basically the future pass equivalent, you're given units to use, you don't have to use your own. So it doesn't really count as post game then. Because yeah, there is some DLC where you can use your units, but that's mostly like the grindy ones. As well as like some other fun ones, like there's a map that's based on a Lynch's Gambit for example, that was really cool. And yeah, some that also allow you to get new classes and stuff. All that stuff. But yeah, Fates has a lot of DLC. I'm pretty sure. I think some of it might also be region exclusive too, but anyway. Anyway, aura time. And I have another one too, thanks to Reeves, that's good. I mean, I'm actually liking the Shemshire because of the high crit. But yeah, the thing about Aversa Map is I haven't played it yet. I heard it's interesting though. So maybe I should try it one day, I don't know. I have to make it quick though because, you know, eShop's not gonna stay there forever, so. So yeah, that's a thing. Then Echoes. Echoes actually does have a post game. What's it called? The Fabrons? Or is it the Labyrinth Faves? I can't remember exactly. But it's a really cool one. Basically, you go to Arcanea, and then in Arcanea there is this underground dungeon. There's basically this big underground dungeon full of really strong monsters. It's kind of like the Lagdou runes that I think about, except the monsters are even more dangerous. And there's even like dragons too as you go down. And then you get near the end and then you start finding these enemies of Mars that look kind of like the Risen. And then you find out, and in the big reveal at the end, the boss of the entire thing is Grima. It's not actually Grima, but that's still really cool. Like it's not the, is it the same Grima as the one we're king? I think it's like an experimental version. Because yeah, it's a much smaller Grima. But that's really, really cool. And also gives more lore to Grima and the Grimule in general. So, something that Awakening probably should have had in the first place, but it's okay. But like I said, that's a pretty cool post-game quest in Echoes. And yeah, Echoes again, it has DLC. And quite a bit again. I know that people said it was too expensive, so there's that. And yeah, some of that DLC was interesting, like new classes. There was also it reveals a storyline that happened before the start of the game with the Deliverance, which is kind of interesting. And yeah, that one you don't need to use your own units, you're given units, I'm pretty sure. But again, I haven't played it. Because yeah, like I said, Fates does seem kind of expensive, so yeah. And then after Echoes, of course, of the Three Houses, which actually does have some. It does have something post game. New Game Plus, which actually is in Radiant Dawn now I think about, although it works very differently in Radiant Dawn. Let's talk about Radiant Dawn's kind of New Game Plus. It's not called New Game Plus, and that's because you're basically playing the game again. And you don't really carry over anything. The only thing you carry over is the fact that you be in the game, which means it does unlock things for future playthroughs. Like, the ability to recruit 2 characters is the main one. So yeah, there's that. And 2 really cool characters too. But yeah, 3 houses deals, or New Game Plus I mean. So... okay, good. So 3 houses New Game Plus. It's pretty good because... and I've used it a lot too actually. And it's how I've been able to rack a lot of game time on that game, by the way. Anyway, Shamsha? Yeah, let's go. So yeah, how that New Game Plus works is, again, you're playing through the game again, but you have the option to use Renown to pay for things, to make your gameplay experience more easier, but at the same time more enjoyable potentially. So what can you unlock? Well, you can unlock a lot of things. You can unlock you can use it to raise your professor level to max. You can buy crest items which allow your characters to use different crests, but the activation rate is not very high. So like for example, you can give a bladed crest to Ferdinand for example, and if he activates it, then yeah, the Sword Strike's gonna do a lot of damage. But anyway. We got we got a situation going on here. I'm gonna go down here. Alright. I'm playing this very risky. Or reckless I should be saying. Which that could be bad by the way. But we'll see if I get bitten for playing this reckless. I'm actually almost out of sublets. I guess I should use Steel Lance instead. Well, maybe I don't even need the Hop on guard. Maybe I'll do that next step anyway. Yeah, he does well with Steel Lance. Anyway, there we go. I guess the Hulk on guard's nice, but yeah, I rather have the inventory space to be honest. And yeah, I'll put Lara Shell here. And that means I can dance for loot? Maybe. Yeah, let's do loot. Maybe I'll use Excalibur. Maybe. To kill the Cyclops. Well, I could just block off the Cyclops too. I guess that could also work. Let's see. I can one run with Elfire. Why not? And there you go. But yeah, that's a 3 houses New Game Plus. So yeah, because of the things you can unlock Renown, you can basically make the game much easier, and at the same time you can also skip like a lot of monastery stuff. Which yeah, the monastery was the thing that a lot of people don't really like. A lot of the hardcore Fire Emblem fans I feel like didn't enjoy the monastery like at all. Because it was like too slow and stuff, but yeah, with New Game Plus you can basically skip a lot of it, which yeah, definitely helps the pace of the game. But anyway, got very nice. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, basically what it just does is it makes 3 houses' gameplay more smooth and better paced. It allows you to do funny things too. It also makes it. It also allowed me to basically have more fun with It basically allowed me to make use of some strange classes for each unit. So like, what's a good example? I guess this is one example. I think when I did my playthrough where I just used the... oh, what's the right term? The teachers, basically, or the church members, I should be saying. So like Seraph, Catherine, Shamir, Manuela, Hanneman. Basically a playthrough where I used all of them. I think I made Manuela a Gremory in one of those playthroughs. And yeah, with New Game Plus, that makes it a lot easier because then it's much easier to get her the weapon rank through tutoring, I'm pretty sure, so yeah. That's one example that comes to mind. So yeah, that's all the post games that I can think of in Fire Emblem. And yeah, they're pretty interesting. Basically, like, a lot of them are like, they give you other ways to enjoy the game that you're playing without needing to do another playthrough, which is kind of cool. So yeah, that's that. Let's take a sip of water. There we go. Man, this guy avoided a double because he's so fast. But there we go. And yeah, that guy, he'll be easy. I think I can just, yeah, I can just do this. Man, that's the post games in Fire Emblem, and yeah, they're pretty interesting, like I said. I guess one more thing I can mention too, but since I've been mentioning DLC a lot, Three Houses also had a lot of DLC. The main one is Cindered Shadows, where you can, that allowed you to play as, it's basically like an alt story with the Ashen Wolves, where you basically had, what am I trying to say? It's basically this alt story with the Ashen Wolves that allowed you to do some fun things with them. Well, not fun things. Basically, like, like I said, it's an alt story because I don't think it is possible for it to happen during the actual story, but yeah, I could be wrong. But anyway, let's see. And yeah, Luke should probably do some healing here. So yeah, it's basically, let's try rephrasing this. So it's an alt story involving the Ashen Wolves. And they basically have this interesting plot where, to do with, why they're in the Abyss. There we go, that's how you say it, Rohan. And yeah, it was interesting. It basically, it was interesting, but yeah, I feel like they could have done more with it. Because yeah, I know a lot of people didn't like the map design that much, because yeah, there aren't that many new maps. I like the map that most people like in that is kind of like an escape map from Frasier. They're basically being chased by this big golem with lots of stats. Anyway, now I can heal Otto. Otto can also trade his men to loot Saya. Alright, well, we got Poison Axe, Steel Axe, Sword Slayer. Okay, there's not that many enemies left. Let's use Garrick a little bit more. Maybe I should use the Brave Sword. Not so sure, but anyway. Maybe I'll have him hunt down those dudes then. But yeah, the main thing about the Shadows DLC, I mainly used it for the new classes, I'm pretty sure. Because yeah, that's why I enjoyed messing around with the most. Because yeah, the new classes are fun. They're all like Awakening classes, but reimagined in Three Houses, which is cool. And yeah, like I said, that's why I got the most enjoyment out of with that DLC. Like, yeah, the Trickster, it had those kind of dumb animations, but they were cool as well. I got a lot of fun out of the War Monk and War Cleric class. Like, I think I even made Benedetto one. Yeah, that's how much weird stuff I've been doing. I feel like I use like Benedetta as like a guinea pig because with classes because of her personal skill basically. Because yeah, personal skill makes it can basically make her a powerhouse in like any class. So say I did that. And Darkfly is actually quite overpowered. Like even on, I thought it wouldn't be good on Lysithia, but it turns out it doesn't matter that she doesn't get Tomb Fair on it or more dark magic uses. Because yeah, she's still got overpowered in that class. It's definitely better for black magic users, so like Dorothea for example, because it has black Tomb Fair. Oh. Well, at least it's still killing him. Need to be more careful. There's a lot of sword size on this map. At least this guy doesn't have one. Because yeah, Garrick is weak to those, so yeah. So like I said, even though we're not gonna be finding that many enemies that have a sword slayer that are weak to the sword slayer, I still need to be careful of my own units. Anyway, Korag's getting poisoned again just after being killed, so there we go. And yeah, that's where the Pierce glitch can activate, but you need to have that enemy need to have more health. So yeah. And there we go. And the spear, anyway. Yeah, we can end this map this turn, I think. Depending on what happens with this person. I guess I could use Evaldi against them. Yeah, maybe. Or Sigmund. Sigmund just wrecks him. Let's do that. I had this theme enough. But yeah, like I said, I should be using these sledgehammer weapons a bit more. And there we go. And Cormac, I can dance for him. Yeah, let's do that. And Luke can heal him again, so yeah, let's do that. But yeah, like I said, the topic that I was talking about, it is an interesting one because yeah, it's not something you really. Ooh. Headset came off, but now it's on, so. So there you go. I must have it sounded really weird when that happened by me. Because yeah, the headset is kind of loose, so maybe I need to get a new one. But anyway. Let's see. Yeah, we can do this. I'm using the Shem all because it's more fun. And there we go. There you go. Oh wait, there's two enemies left. Over here, there they are. Oh, one has a sword set. Well, okay, he's not in range, so that's good. Should I do that just in case? No, I think I won't, because yeah, I can trade her the mend and give him a mid-next map. Yeah, too bad Korok doesn't have a Axe Reaver. Because I didn't bother giving him one. Yeah, these two can work together. And then I'll be the Emblem map. Let's see, he does like 10 damage. It could be painful. I can also just, you know, one round with Vidofnir. That's probably the smart thing to do. Yeah, I think I'll do that. And there you go. And Sword Slayer, yeah, let's just put it away. Garrick, I want to give him another axe next time. Probably a silver axe. Okay, next turn, Luke can heals, that's good. This episode went on for more than an hour, but because the I think I might make an exception to what I normally do, and I'll make these parts probably an hour long. More than an hour long, I should be saying. Because yeah, why not? And also yeah, so you can get so you can get to the end of this LP quicker, I guess, as well, because yeah. I don't know how much people will be interested in me doing 10 whole episodes of this for the next week or stuff. Like I said, that's a whole week of uploads, so yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that. So yeah, let's make these episodes like an hour and a bit, I guess. Anyway, we're done now, finally. Lagdou Ruins 3. And yeah, that'll be in the next part, where I talk about more things. So yeah, next time, more topics, and Lagdou Ruins 3 and 4. So I'll see you guys again for that.